Hey everyone, Aria here. Excuse what's about to happen here. Or don't. I'm not your mama. This video is going to be an experiment that I'm doing for fun. I'm going to drop a list of opinions here. All of these will be 100% truthful in regards to how I feel, and there will be a variety of topics of my choosing. I won't be engaging with anyone in any comment section. I won't even be giving explanations to friends who ask me about any of these after the fact. This ain't rage bait, so if any of these tilts you in any way, that's a you issue. Let's get started. Trans women are women. Trans men are men. Love is love. Happy Pride Month. Women deserve love. So do men. The original Final Fantasy VII is a great game, but not the best Final Fantasy. For me, that goes to Final Fantasy XIII too. Final Fantasy X is a close second. Beatrix from Final Fantasy IX is my favorite Final Fantasy character. Any and all hate of characters like Zell or Snow in their respective Final Fantasy games is forced. Breath of Fire 3 and Breath of Fire 4 are underrated gems. Go play them. Team Sonic Racing is an awesome game, and I can't wait for Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I enjoy Sonic Racing games way more than I ever have any Mario Kart game ever. Sonic Boom as a Sonic property is extremely cool. Bring sticks into the video game Sega. And while we're at it, let's do the same with Bunny Rabbit, cause it's Bunny Rabbit. She's sick. Dragon Ball games are hella stale and lack general variety in their execution. Dragon Ball FighterZ notwithstanding. Vampire Savior is, to this day, one of the sickest fighting games in existence. Go play it. The prospect of a new Vampire Savior game in the current day terrifies me. Streets of Rage 4 is a great game that should have been amazing. The era of patches and fixes has actually hurt some of that game's playability. Most Double Dragon games are either okay, pretty good, or mediocre. More than people would like to admit are absolutely awful. River City Girls 1 and 2 aren't just underrated, they're two of the coolest beat-em-ups of all time. Play them, especially 2. Chrono Cross is a better game than Chrono Trigger. Men and women in mainstream wrestling should be allowed to work intergender matches. And I mean real intergender matches. None of this only the woman gets in any offense at all or mixed tag match nonsense, where if one person of one gender tags in, the other team's wrestler of the same gender has to wrestle. Nah, let them rock. The Bloodline story in WWE is one of the greatest wrestling stories ever produced. However, it also ran its course the minute Roman lost the title. Anything else is extra fluff. Naruto Gekto Ninja Taisen 4 is one of the sickest Naruto fighting games in existence. Virtua Fighter 5 and all of its iterations are absolutely amazing games. The sooner we get rollback for Revo on consoles, the better. Fighting games do not need simplified controls. The people that are going to play fighting games are going to play them regardless of whether or not the control scheme is simple. However, simplified controls are a good thing because they bring in more players to whatever the game is. Monster Hunter Wilds is the best Monster Hunter game I've ever played. I thought Monster Hunter World was dreadfully boring. BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle is a great game that caught a bad situation and had to try to make the best of it. Castlevania Symphony of the Night is a great game. It, however, is not the be-all end-all of Metroidvania games. Other games have come after that have improved upon what it brought to the table by leaps and bounds. Get off that game's I think reactive parry mechanics, the ones with the overlapping circles, sometimes accompanied by slowdown. Yeah, I think those are gravely overused in games nowadays. Not everything that's got action as part of its gameplay cycle needs this as a mechanic to keep the player engaged. Tears of the Kingdom is the best Zelda game. Yep. Samurai Kagura's action titles are freaking awesome hack and slash games with a lot more tech than people would ever think to dig up. Except for me, because I can keep both hands on a controller. Virtual On is the best mech-based fighting game series. It needs to come back in the US. I miss Rice Krispie Treat cereal. The fact that it's gone is a travesty. The original Resident Evil 4 is better than the remake. The remake's still fantastic, but the OG is just better. Final Fantasy VII Remake is amazing. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is a great game with a massive asterisk next to it. The Star Ocean series is hella underrated. Within that bubble, Star Ocean The Divine Force is an amazing game that's also underrated. Go play it. Sega as a company was too far ahead of its time. Had many of their ideas hit at different points in time with the right variables in play, we'd be on like our 6th Sega console right now with over 100 peripherals. The Sailor Senshi from Sailor Moon are some of the most busted anime characters in history, and anybody who wants to downplay them is just hating. On a similar note, I understand the Goku dick riding that's persisted for years. When it's a meme, it can be funny. When people lock on and defending Goku like he's their dad and they're going through a childhood anime flashback in real time, you all gotta chill. Don't use Dragon Ball as a barometer. There are plenty of ridiculously strong characters in all sorts of media. Expand your horizons and turn those gears some. Musou titles and games like Devil May Cry and Ninja Gaiden are the natural evolution of beat-em-ups. Not hack and slash titles, even if they do share lots of aspects, but beat-em-ups. Or are we gonna act like the not yet mayor Cody wasn't out in the street bludgeoning people with pipes? More Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles games need to make April O'Neil a playable character that fights people. She's usually one of the sickest in the cast when it happens. Washu Hakubi is one of the greatest quirky genius scientist archetypes in all of fiction. Outlaw Star is an amazing anime. Aisha Clan Clan is an icon. The Big O is also an amazing anime, and yes, Roger Smith, cool though he may be, is indeed a louse. Pineapple on Pizza is actually pretty damn good, and I'm not gonna act like it's not. Tales of Symphonia was an iconic game. Years ago. Age has not treated it well, and while it isn't a bad game, there are infinitely better Tales of titles. We need a new Legend of Dragoon game, with the cast of the first one returning. Yes, including Albert. Eternal Sonata was an amazing game, and we need to see it brought back so people can experience it again. Mega Man X6 was not a bad game. Mega Man X8 was an amazing game. Castlevania Curse of Darkness was the best 3D Castlevania game until Lords of Shadow happened. Resident Evil 5 is a fantastic co-op game. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are fantastic Pokemon games. Ruby, as a series, its range is anywhere between this is aight to this is pretty cool to what are you doing and why to this is the dumbest shit ever. And then it loops right back around again. Overall, Ruby is overhated. Get over yourselves. Okay, that's where we're stopping for today. Like I said, I'm not debating any of these. Go nuts in the comments if you want. I'm not saying anything about anything. However, if you want to see another one of these, let me know. I'd be down to rattle off some more stuff. That's it for now, though. Later.